He is, as advertised, phenomenal. He is certifiably one of the greatest bell-to-bell performers of the 2000s in all of professional wrestling. AJ Styles. He is one of the best wrestlers in the world right now, even at the age of 48. It's clear that he is near the end of his career, and yeah, Styles versus Cena recently at WWE Crown Jewel, a part of John Cena's retirement tour, was a reminder that AJ Styles is still not the one to mess with. And he's got a lot left in the tank, overcoming injuries and supporting roles in the middle of the card for WWE's grand scale. But just like Cena, Styles' career is also coming to an end. So let's do this one for the P1. How do we want to see AJ Styles go out on top in 2026? This is Sportskeeda Wrestling. I'm Kevin Kellum. Give us the comments. Give us the must-see match you want to see from AJ Styles before he calls it a career. Give a flying forearm to that like button. Turn the bell on so you know we drop new videos just like this. Also, share this video with your wrestling fans, especially if they're an AJ Styles fan. There is a Hall of Fame induction waiting for AJ Styles on the stats alone. He won the WWE Championship twice. He faced The Undertaker in his final match at Wrestlemania, maybe the best no fans present pandemic times match. He even beat John Cena clean, and not many can claim that. Also, he's probably the biggest name who ever made a name outside of WWE and then became an even bigger name within WWE in the past 20 years. Yet AJ Styles knows time is running short because while promoting a recent WWE Super Show in Japan, he confirmed he will wrestle for the last time in 2026 to Tokyo Sports, saying, "I think I will appear at Wrestlemania in Las Vegas in April next year. But it's not confirmed yet. That's the main reason I decided to retire before my body became immobile." He also clarified, "I haven't decided yet, but I think I will probably be working in WWE. I don't know." So there's a path for him beyond an in-ring career. He'll be around professional wrestling, but how does he go out on top? Yeah, there are achievements unlocked for this guy who's been a big fan of video games, some final bosses to slam down, some old rivals to face once more. Yeah, and the comparisons between his retirement path and John Cena's much anticipated but equally criticized farewell tour, they're all gonna be there. But still, let's lay out something interesting. By this point, we hope you've laid out something interesting in the comments as well. Styles is on a path to redeem himself, to reclaim some kind of role on the biggest stage possible with WrestleMania on the horizon. The narrative push would be Styles tapping into the conversation of longtime fans wanting to see, is this the way into the show of shows, but being outranked by others younger than him, with SmackDown GM Nick Aldis telling him he's going to have to go to the back of the line even if he's saying this is the final year of his career. That lights a fire underneath him. In a shocking move that maybe some don't see coming, a man in his late 40s wants to tangle with the younger side of the roster, using Gen Z as a slingshot for his possible wrestling comeback at the top of the card. That's right. He goes back to the town where he first reached a global televised audience in his pre-WWE days in Orlando, Florida. Yes, the same Orlando where he made his name in TNA wrestling years before. He would grace the WWE stage, and he would electrify the die-hard Floridian fans of professional wrestling at WWE NXT. An NXT that is currently collaborating with TNA Wrestling. That's right, you get 2-for-1 with AJ on the way out. He gets to tangle with maybe huge names like an Obafemi, or get in there with a Mike Santana and prove that he was always the franchise player of TNA. He was the Sting of TNA, even though Sting was there, but you kind of get what we're going for. In this hypothetical fantasy situation, AJ Styles and the rest of the NXT TNA rosters are frothing at the mouth over one big match, an over-the-top battle royal, granting one lucky name a spot in that year's Royal Rumble. Styles cleverly outlasts and outgames some of NXT's biggest names, all of them getting gamed out by the face that runs the place, even though he's not at that place all the time. The Royal Rumble, with its same over-the-top elimination concept, makes every single elimination feel so consequential. All of your favorites falling by the wayside, but here is AJ Styles craving one certain opportunity to go out on the biggest stage possible. And he finds himself in the ring with the man he was in the ring when he suffered a serious injury recently. Someone also at a crossroads, but someone significantly younger than him. Carmelo Hayes. But Hayes finds himself to be odd partners now with AJ Styles, because out comes to the ring the Envision monstrous force, managed by Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker, then followed by Bronson Reed. They take the opportunity to squash both Hayes, and to the fans' emotional dismay and a wave of boos, Styles packing back to the United States from Saudi Arabia with that Wrestlemania dream and no guarantees of going out on top. Carmelo Hayes can't miss, but he has been missed in the spotlight of WWE for quite some time. This gives him an opportunity to play a supporting role to motivate AJ Styles to remind him who he is through a series of matches where they take each other on and also tag team, giving him a reminder, a look back at the phenomenal high-flying superstar that he once was, and boom, AJ Styles is back in the mix at the Elimination Chamber with another opportunity at a WrestleMania send-off like no other. But unlike the Rumble, the multi-man mayhem metal match is all about AJ Styles, conquering interactions with old rivals like the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura, CM Punk, and more. And Styles leaves the chamber, battered, bruised, but pointing at that sign, heading to Las Vegas and WrestleMania with his WrestleMania dream ready to end. Win or lose, he could become a world champion in his final match on the biggest stage possible. Maybe the biggest match of his career, but he faces the biggest challenge possible. Someone who clearly could be a world champion by then, someone who's already ended careers recently in WWE and savors the opportunity to capture another name and hold it in his hands and wipe it away from the wrestling map. The Ring General Gunther. Yes, they have a 5-star banger. AJ Styles truly tests him once more. They get you within 2.9 seconds of believing he could do it and end his career as world champion. But no. The Ring General, with a series of pummeling power bombs, sends AJ Styles to the mat one more time, knowing doesn't have another Styles clash, he doesn't have another phenomenal forearm, but he has a great ending. It's not about winning a world title, it's about having a great world title match to end your career. That's our idea for AJ Styles to go out on top in the biggest way possible, while also giving grace to the wrestling business after he's gone. No matter what, AJ Styles is gonna have a lot of eyes on the way he ends his career. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below.